Good afternoon, everyone. It's such an honor to be surrounded by the loved ones who I know have played such an important role in shaping my peers and making them the people who I have such profound respect and love for. We, especially in this room, genuinely understand and appreciate the concept of community. It is difficult to define the discipline of ethnic studies into a simple course catalog description, and that is not because it is a loosely bound study. Rather, it truly embodies the meaning of a collective voice, born from a collective struggle, encompassing African American studies, Asian American studies, Chicano studies, Native American studies, and just this year the beginning of Filipino studies. Ethnic studies has allowed for the history of those of us who were colonized, forced to immigrate, and had borders drawn across our land to finally tell our stories and have them valued and honored as a legitimate academic study. But more importantly, to speak, to write, and to be equipped with tools to affect real change in the world. The university administration did everything in its power to slash, undermine, and compromise the ethnic studies department on this campus. Many of us hear about Berkeley and we think of the free speech movement and the anti-war protests of the 1960s, but rarely do we hear about our brothers and sisters before us who fought to establish ethnic studies on this campus, known as the Third World Liberation Front Movement, or TWLF. How is it possible to sustain and build upon movements, revolutions, and protests when we do not even have the space that ethnic studies provides to allow us to come together? It is this fragmentation of knowledges and experiences at this and all universities that allows for complacency instead of revolution. And it is this fragmentation that ethnic studies bridges, the bridge that allows one to consider the experience of being a person of color and a woman simultaneously, the bridge that allows one to see the sociology, the history, and the psychology of immigrant experiences, the bridge that connects the civil rights movement as the living inspiration for current movements for social change and justice. The Third World Liberation Front, consisting of students, faculty, and community members, struggled to preserve ethnic studies on this campus, culminating in a hunger strike in 1999. And in the face of police brutality and bigoted opposition from the university administration, those before us maintained nonviolence and peaceful protests with utmost dignity and unfaltering conviction, so that our stories could be heard today. In 2004, we revived the Third World Liberation Front to fight for the multicultural center on the campus promised us 5 years ago after the hunger strike, and still only in phase 2 of its development. Again, we were met with strong opposition, and this time, sadly, from fellow students. So as you look at the students on this stage, ready to graduate with love and pride, please know that they not only studied at this university, but they were the lifeblood of activism on this campus. These are the students who ran the recruitment and retention centers on this campus, ensuring that those of us not born into privilege have an opportunity to attend this university because neither the university nor the state government prioritizes that. These are the students who brought together the campus community, raising awareness and funding for tsunami relief. These are the students who outreach in elementary, middle, and high schools in the Berkeley community, never pretending that being a student at this university excuses our responsibility to the outside community. These are the students who support workers on strike for a living wage. These are the students who have managed to continue a movement in addition to being students, and that is no easy task. We do not pretend that the Ethnic Studies Department is perfect in every way, and that is the beauty of it. We all come from varying levels of privilege, which provides us with differing roles in this movement, and it is crucial to always remember and build from that. We constantly challenge our own department as well, and through that we collectively work to make ethnic studies even more inclusive. As it is commonly known, graduation is not really an end, but a beginning. I guess you could say that for us, this is a continuation. We are part of a timeline because many of us on the stage today are the first to attend and graduate colleges in our families. Today marks the release of these students into our communities to not just create change with the knowledge we have been privileged to gain, but to collectively produce more knowledge within our communities. Ethnic studies will never remain as simply the course of study we chose in college, but rather a choice in our lifestyles that we consciously made. All of us extend our gratitude for the amazing faculty sitting here with us who have motivated and inspired us and served as our role models, in addition to challenging their own peers through their publications and teaching. We thank the staff for always supporting us and making us feel personally connected to the Ethnic Studies Department. And we honor the workers on this campus who serve as the pillars of this university, which cannot function without them. And finally, we express our gratitude for our loved ones who struggled for us to be here. And you should be proud that your children, your friends, and your loved ones up here chose the most noble academic discipline at this university, the soul of a living movement. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Next we have our graduate speaker, and this year it is Clement Lai.